It's 3 p.m. You're bloated, brain fog hits, and you're back at the biscuit tin even though you swore you wouldn't. Sound familiar? What if I told you one tiny habit could flatten your belly, steady your energy, and stop those crazy afternoon cravings? It's apple cider vinegar, but not the way the wellness influencers are telling you to use it. Today, I'm showing you what actually works for tired, busy mums, when to take it, how much, when to skip it, and the exact 7-day plan that I used to de-bloat and get my energy back. This will be simple, practical, and based on real mum life, not perfect Instagram wellness routines. And before we start though, I would love to hear from you. Please put in the chat, who has tried apple cider vinegar before and what experience did you have with it? So if you're juggling school runs, work deadlines, laundry mountains, and trying to eat better, but you're still bloated and exhausted, I've been there. I was definitely struggling when my 4 kids were young, and here's what we're covering today. What ACV actually is in plain and simple terms, why it helps with bloat and energy in simple science, I promise no jargon, exact protocols, when to take it, how much, and how to fit it into your day, the safety and who should skip it, and the common myths debunked, my 7-day test plan that you can start today, and how to track your results. So let's start with the basics. Apple cider vinegar is just fermented apple cider, and the fermentation process creates acetic acid, and that's the active ingredient we're after. You'll see bottles labeled raw, unfiltered with the mother, and the mother is that cloudy, stringy stuff floating in the bottle. It's strands of protein and beneficial bacteria. So do you need the mother? Honestly, the main benefit comes from acetic acid, which is in all the apple cider vinegar. But I use the raw, unfiltered version because it feels less processed. Either way works. And here's a pro tip. Always shake the bottle before you use it. All right, here's the simple science behind why ACV, or apple cider vinegar, can help you with bloat, energy, and cravings. For bloating, ACV can slow down how fast the carbs empty from your stomach. And that means the glucose hits your bloodstream more slowly and steadily, so you get fewer of those big blood sugar swings that cause water retention and gas spikes. And the results? You're less puffy and you're less bloated. For energy and cravings, when you eat carbs, especially on their own, you get a big glucose spike and then a crash. And that crash makes you tired, foggy, and craving more carbs. So ACV helps flatten the glucose curve. So instead of spiking and crashing, you get steadier energy. You're not reaching for the lolly jar at 3 p.m. because your body is not desperate for a pick-me-up. And then we've got digestion. Some people find ACV gives them mild tummy comfort before meals, like it wakes up your digestion, whereas others prefer taking it with meals because it's gentler. And so what you need to do is test both and see what feels better for you. And let's be honest, ACV is a helper. It's not a magic fix. It works best when you pair it with protein-first meals, decent sleep, and not eating 3 hours before bed. It's one tool in your toolkit, a really good one, but it's not going to cancel out a terrible diet or zero sleep. And so now let's talk about how to actually use this stuff in the real messy, busy life. So we've got general rules. Number 1, always dilute it. Never take it straight, ever. Number 2, start low. You can always increase, but you can't undo a bad reaction. And number 3, stop if you feel worse. If you get burning, nausea, or reflux, stop immediately. So let's start with a starter dose. Let's pick one and test. You're going to pick one of these methods and test it for 3 to 4 days before adding anything else. Option 1, before main meals. What you need to do is mix 1 teaspoon of ACV in a big glass of water, at least 300 mils. Drink it 5 to 15 minutes before lunch or dinner. And this is what I did at first. Thursday in our house is pasta night, and I started drinking diluted ACV about 10 minutes before we sat down. And within a few days, I noticed I wasn't as bloated after dinner. Pasta's always bloated me. So number 2, you can try it with meals. This is a gentler option. So use the same dilution, 1 teaspoon in a big glass of water, but sip it during the first half of your meal instead of before. This is a gentler option on your stomach and gives you the same benefits. So if you have a sensitive tummy though, you should start here. Then we've got option 3, the evening option. Don't do it if you have reflux though. 1 teaspoon in warm water or herbal tea or any liquid of your choice, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. And now I need to be really clear here. If you have any history of reflux or heartburn, skip this entirely. I tried it once and woke at 2 a.m. with my chest on fire. It's not worth it. But if your stomach tolerates it well and you finish at least an hour before lying down, some people find it helps with overnight digestion. So after 3 to 4 days, if you're feeling good, no burning, no reflux, no issues, you can increase to 2 teaspoons per dose. And the maximum is 1 to 2 tablespoons per total per day, split across meals. So you don't need more than that, 1 to 2 tablespoons. And protect your teeth. Use a straw to minimize contact with your enamel. Rinse your mouth with plain water after drinking. Don't brush your teeth for at least 30 minutes after taking ACV because the acid temporarily softens your enamel. So here's how I like to make this actually work in real mum life. Pre-mix a bottle, mix 1 to 2 teaspoons in ACV and put it in your water bottle, put it in the fridge. You can sip it during the day. I bring mine into the car. Or if you're like me, the all-in-one approach. This is my favorite. I mix it with my gut powder and collagen and anything else you want to mix it with in the morning into 1 glass. It's not the tastiest approach, but I like getting everything done quickly. And then the travel bottle, which I mentioned, you can keep a tiny ACV bottle in your bag or car, and then you can use it at a cafe, for instance, as long as it's in your handbag and no one even notices. And if the taste is too harsh, add a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of cinnamon or a slice of ginger, or mix it into something really strong that you're not going to be able to taste it. Just make sure you tolerate these ingredients. And before we go any further, I need to talk about who should not experiment with ACV without talking to your doctor first. You should skip ACV or ask your GP if you've got reflux, GERD, or active gastritis or ulcers, enamel erosion or very sensitive teeth, severe IBS flares or kidney problems, osteoporosis concerns, or you're on diabetes medication or insulin because ACV can lower blood sugars, or you're on potassium affecting meds or diuretics, you're pregnant or breastfeeding, get medical advice. And one more time, because it's important, never take ACV undiluted. If you experience pain, burning, nausea, or reflux, stop immediately. Your body is smart, and if it's telling you something's wrong, you have to listen to it. Okay, let's talk about facts versus myths. Let's bust some common myths and answer the questions I get asked all the time. Number 1, do I need to take it on an empty stomach? No. Many people, including me, do better by taking it with meals, and test both and see what feels better for you. Should you take it as a pill or a liquid? Definitely liquid. With liquid, you control the dose and timing, and you can dilute it properly. Some ACV pills cause tummy irritation and the dosing is inconsistent. And definitely the gummies, they're mixed with sugar, so stay away. Will it burn fat? No. It's not magic, but it may help with your habits. Steadier blood sugar means fewer cravings, which can support fat loss over time. It's not liposuction in a bottle. Can I put ACV in my coffee? Please don't. It tastes awful and it's rough on your enamel. Stick to water or herbal tea. Or what about lemon water instead? Lemon water is lovely, but it's a different acid. ACV has acetic acid specifically, which is what we're after here. So they're not interchangeable. Let's talk about the 7-day ACV test plan. Simple and doable. This is what I did, and it's designed to fit into real life, especially for mums. Days 1 to 3, the gentle start. Take 1 teaspoon of ACV in 300 to 400 mils of water before lunch or with lunch, you pick. Then eat protein-first meals, eggs, chicken, fish, Greek yogurt. Don't start the day with a sugary breakfast. Please make it protein and rich in good fats. Walk 10 minutes after dinner, even if it's just around the block. And track these 3 things in your phone. Your bloat score between 1 and 10. How are you feeling bloated today? Your cravings and your energy. So don't skip the tracking because it's the only way you'll know if this is actually working for you. Then we've got days 4 to 7. It's the build-up. If you felt good in days 1 to 3, no burning, no reflux, no issues, now you can add a second dose. And add ACV at dinner, 1 teaspoon before or with dinner. And remember, the total for the day is 1 to 2 tablespoons max. So here's an optional extra. If you tolerate it well and have no reflux history, you can try a small evening dose, 1 teaspoon in warm water, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. But if you feel discomfort, skip it. And keep up the protein first meals, water intake, and that 10-minute walk. Close the kitchen 3 hours before bed. Non-negotiables for the week are 2 liters of water per day, protein first at every meal, lights out by 10:30 p.m. if possible. Sleep matters for bloat and energy, I can assure you. Keep tracking your scores. And here's the thing, if you don't track it, you won't know if it's working. You don't need anything fancy, just your phone's notes app or a piece of paper on the fridge. So remember, track these 4 things: your bloat score, your cravings, your energy, and your waist feel test. On day 1, notice how your jeans or your belt feels and check again on day 7. Is it looser, tighter, same? And if your scores improve by 2 or more points by day 7, ACV is likely helping you. And keep going. If nothing changes, drop the ACV and keep the other good habits we spoke about: protein first meals, water, walks, early kitchen close. Those habits alone are going to help a lot. So here's a quick recap. Here's what works. Always dilute ACV, never straight. Start with 1 teaspoon in a big glass of water. Try before meals or with meals, test both. Build up slowly if tolerated. Protect your teeth, use a straw and rinse after. Skip if you have reflux, enamel issues, or on certain meds. Use a 7-day test and track your results. Pair with protein first meals and good habits, and that's it. Simple, doable, effective. Once your gut calms and the bloat eases, the next step is feeding it so that your energy, your mood, and your skin, they can really shine. And that's why I wrote Gut Instinct. It's a clear, no fluff guide to how your gut works and how to support it every day. So inside you'll find the biggest hidden gut disruptors and quick fixes and simple food swaps and snack ideas, a 7-day starter plan, and checklists you can screenshot and use. So if you want a friendly roadmap, not another overhaul, not another quick fix, not another influencer celebrity fix. They don't work, trust me. You can find it in Gut Instinct. The link's in the description if you'd like to take a look. If this was helpful, hit subscribe for more simple gut first tips that actually fit into mum life. And drop a comment telling me, are you trying it before meals or with meals? I want to know what works for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care of that beautiful gut of yours and that tired mum body of yours.